Hello, everybody. Once again at ringside here at the Chicago Stadium, this is Steve Ellis with another one of our famous Pabst Blue Ribbon Wednesday night bouts. And tonight we've got another real good one for you. One between Johnny Bratton, that classic clever welterweight, one of the top guys in his division, in a rematch against rugged Rocky Castellani from Luzerne, Pennsylvania. Now, last time out, in Madison Square Garden in New York City, Castellani beat Bratton in an upset. Tonight figures to be a real good one. We hope you enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening, 10 rounds. The officials are assigned by the State Athletic Commission of Illinois. The examining physician is Dr. Francis Licorio. The timers at the bell, Charlie Tao. Counting for the knockdowns, Fei Young. The judges, Dr. E. Allen Frankel and William O'Connell. The referee, Norm McGarity. Main event, 10 rounds. In this corner, from Chicago, wearing white and black trunks, weighing 149 pounds, Johnny Bratton. In this corner, from Margate, New Jersey, wearing black and white trunks, weighing 156 pounds, Rocky Castellani.
Now, folks, let's listen to Norm McGarity, the referee.
All right, you boys, you received your instruction this afternoon at the Illinois Athletic Commission. I just want to bring out a few more of those points to you so you haven't forgotten. Remember, when you get in the clinch and I say break, I want you to step back clean. You may box in the clinch as long as you have one arm free, but you can't hold with one arm and hit with the other. Another thing, in case of a knockdown, the man scoring the knockdown must retire to the farthest corner, stay there till his opponent has arisen or is counted out, but you must take an 8 count. Now remember the 3 major fouls. That's the kidney punch, the rabbit punch, and a low punch. Shake hands now and come out boxing.
We're looking at Rocky Castellani with the black trunks, white stripes. Rocky is 7 pounds heavier than Johnny Bratton. He won the first match in the Garden. We're getting ready now for round 1, another Pabst Blue Ribbon famous fight. Rocky has good legs, loosening them up for him. Manny Seaman talking with him in the corner. Manny was the fellow with Joe Louis down through the years. Both boys have good left hands. About 2 minutes to go in round 1. Johnny Bratton in the white trunks with the black stripes. Rocky Castellani in the black with white. Best punch toss so far. The right over a left by Castellani. One more minute in round 1. Good footwork by each fellow. Well, we're following Johnny Bratton back toward his corner. And while his manager, Jaime Wallman, along with Larry Amity and Dots Johnson, work on him, that's the manager, Jaime, talking with him over on the right. I'm going to ask you an all-important question while they're doing the job of refreshing Bratton. Did you hear what's happening this Saturday night? Huh? Bing Crosby is going to make his first appearance on this thing called television. Yes, indeed. America's #1 singer, Bing Crosby, will team up with America's #1 comedy star, Bob Hope, not just for a half hour or an hour, but for 13 and a half hours. This will be one of the biggest telethons ever run, and it's all for the USA, to make sure our entire United States Olympic team sails for Helsinki on July 9th. Tune in, will you? Bob Hope and Bing Crosby this Saturday night on most of these stations. Ready now for round 2. The bell, and here we go. Bratton is a very good counter-puncher. Likes to get his opponent to lead and then throw the punches that fit inside. With about 2 minutes to go in round 2, one thing we notice, I imagine most of you do too, is the way Rocky is on top of Bratton most of the time, from bell to bell, trying to wear him down. Approximately a minute more in the second round. Two classy boxers. That ends round 2, and now, what'll you have? Back at the Chicago Stadium, Chicago, Illinois, getting ready for round 3 in a Pabst Blue Ribbon bout. There's Rocky Castellani, and there's the bell. Rocky's right first name, incidentally, is Attilio, A-T-T-I-L-I-O. Now Bratton is forcing the issue a little bit. We're halfway through this third round. Norm McGarity, the referee. Minute more in the third round. Most of the left hooks that Castellani is tossing toward Bratton have been blocked by Johnny with his right elbow. Castellani is hurt. That ends round 3.
Remember, we'll be on television all summer long to bring you more of these famous Wednesday night Pabst Blue Ribbon bouts. Next Wednesday night, we swing over to the Detroit Olympia for a rematch that should be loaded with fireworks between undefeated Chuck Davy, the sensational young Michigan State graduate, and Chico Vijar, the NYU freshman hailing from Stamford, Connecticut, who has lost only 2 of his 42 professional fights. So make next Wednesday and every Wednesday your Pabst Blue Ribbon Fight Night on television. And remember, your TV ticket to all these great fights is the beer that brings you the fights. Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Johnny Bratton is ready and raring to go as we get set for round 4. Doc Johnson talking with him up there. Castellani's left eye is cut. It's a cut above the eye. Manny Seaman worked on it in between rounds. Good counterpunch right and left by Bratton. Two minutes to go in this fourth round. Bratton in the white trunks trying to set up Rocky Castellani for the big shots. Rocky is trying to use his added 7 pounds to an advantage by pushing when in close range. Minute more in this round. Fourth. "30 seconds more." Johnny Bratton has a world of class. Boxes beautifully, knows what he's doing, slips punches nicely. Has an assortment of punches, all of them. Well, that ends round 4, and now it's picnic time. We're back again at the Chicago Stadium. There's the bell for round 5. Two minutes more in this 5th round. Incidentally, Johnny Bratton hasn't been beaten here in the Chicago Stadium or in Chicago since the Ike Williams defeat back in 1950, January that year. Rocky Castellani in the black trunks, Johnny Bratton in the white trunks. A lot of the fire, a lot of the steam has been taken from Castellani's punches. Minute more in this 5th round. Just 30 seconds more in this 5th round. Bratton again has Castellani backing off. There's the bell ending this 5th round. Now let's look in at Johnny Bratton as Larry Amity and Jaime Wallman work on him, talk to him. He'd like to fight. Billy Graham said to me in his dressing room, he said, "Steve, I'd like a shot at Billy. Maybe I can get in there and eventually fight Gavilan Turner winner." Incidentally, as most of you undoubtedly know, Johnny Bratton has suffered 3 jaw fractures in his career. 3 times he's had that jaw busted. Last time they fought, as I remember it, while Jaime Wallman over on the right is talking with him and Larry Amity working on him during this rest. When he fought Castellani last March in the Garden, Bratton waited too long to open up. Then he came on to win the 8th, 9th, and 10th rounds. His strategy tonight has been very different. Round 6 coming. Second half of the fight. Here we go. Both boys are employing left hooks. Manny Seaman has done, that's a good shot. Manny Seaman has done an excellent job closing that cut above the left eye of Castellani. Hasn't bothered Rocky since the 3rd round. 2 minutes to go in the 6th round. Minute more in the 6th round. Now there are 30 seconds more in this session. Castellani has a beautiful left jab. And a good straight right, as we noticed. At the Chicago Stadium, getting ready for round number 7. Rocky Castellani, the picture showing him talking with his trainer against Johnny Bratton. Rugged Rocky is fighting more in this round, doubling up on his punches, but there. 2 minutes to go in the 7th round. Castellani has lost only 4 4 fights in 40 fights of his pro career. And a few years ago, when he was a novice as a pro, he was the Rookie of the Year. A minute more in this 7th round. Some of the fans booing a little bit against Bratton because he hit when Rocky Castellani was a little off balance. "30 seconds more in this round." Bratton is hurt. There's the bell. Now let's look at Castellani. Tex Sullivan, his manager, on the outside of the ropes. That's Manny Seaman working on him, and Denny O'Keefe from Bishop Shields, Chicago CYO, also one of the 3 corner men. Denny and Pat Cleary run the CYO for the Bishop here in Chicago. Well, I told you a while ago that Johnny Bratton told me he'd like to fight Billy Graham. So after I left Bratton's dressing room before the fight, I went into Castellani's room. And I said, "Rock, if you get over tonight's fight, who would you like to meet?" And he said, "Steve, I'd like the other Rocky, Rocky Graziano." So this bull-shouldered youngster with big heart is getting ready now for round number 8. Castellani started fighting as a pro back in 1946. Seaman talking with him again. The bell at number 8. Two more minutes in this 8th round. 10-rounder here at the Chicago Stadium. Say it's about 90 degrees around Chicago town now. Nice and comfortable and cool here in the stadium. A minute more in round 8. Norm McGarity, one of the top referees on Commissioner Joe Triner's staff here in Illinois, doing a nice job. Little gray-haired guy. Beautiful boxing by Mr. Bratton. What do you think? There's the bell that ends round 8. And again, we're back at the Chicago Stadium getting ready for number 9, round 9 in our Pabst Blue Ribbon bout. We're looking at Johnny Bratton. Johnny Bratton, the white trunks, Rocky Castellani, the black trunks. Bratton has been counterpunching most of the evening. Blocks, then hits, slips a punch, then hits. Ooh! Rocky is a bull-shouldered youngster. A minute more in this 9th round. You'll notice that Bratton has his hands down. He wants Castellani to lead to him. Carries them low. Just 30 more seconds in this 9th round. Well, there's our bell. Now let's first look in at Johnny Bratton as he's in his corner. He's counterpunched tonight. Picked his spots, picked his shots. Fought in flurries. Was hurt a few times during the 9 rounds. He's getting ready, of course, for the 10th and last round. Jaime Woolman, Larry Amity, and Dots Johnson working on him, talking with him. Now we're over in the other corner, looking at Rocky Castellani from Luzerne, Pennsylvania, with his manager, Tex Sullivan, Denny O'Keefe from the CYO, and Manny Seaman working on him. 10th round coming up. From time to time, he bulled. He fought going forward against Bratton. Then he would change his style, using that good left lead. Fought in flurries. The 10th round is important. It's round 10 coming up. Castellani's standing, ready, waiting. There's the bell. They'll touch leather. Castellani has a big fighting heart. Lots of determination. 2 more minutes in the fight. Castellani has been hooking more in this round, and beautifully so. And now we have just 1 more minute in the fight. Bratton, I think, is tired down the stretch. "30 seconds more in the fight." Crowd loved it. Almost over. That's it. Castellani, kind of happy kid. Incidentally, Mel Allen's Sports Spot will be on following our show here, and he'll have Ralph Kiner and Mrs. Kiner, Nancy Chafee, as his guest tonight. And talking baseball, we have 3 umpires right back of Jimmy Holmes and myself: Larry Knapp, Bill McGowan, and Joe Paparella, all friends of Mel and ours. Pat Rush getting the slips from the 2 judges. Commissioner Joe Triner, who does an excellent job out here, is looking over the slips. Well, folks, you're looking at Bratton. Now let's get up to the center of the ring and see what Pat Rush has to say about the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Dr. E. Allen Franco scores 52 points for Castellani, 48 for Bratton. Judge William O'Connell scores 51 points for Bratton, 49 for Castellani. Referee Norm McGarity scores 56 points for Castellani, 44 for Bratton. The winner, Rocky Castellani.
Well, it was a good one, as we said. Temperature kind of hot in Chicago, nice, comfortable in the Chicago Stadium. And I'm going to say to you, from Steve Ellis, good night, and what'll you have?